Hi guys, it's Jamie, and I want to show you the adventure that I've been on today. So I got a DoorDash order, right? And it said $22 for 8 miles. I thought, man, that's a good order. And it's a place I always go to anyway. So I thought, okay, I'll take it. DoorDash lied, y'all. This is more than 8 miles from the store to the drop-off. And it might be 8 miles if you're flying with the crows, but I'm just going to bring you on this little journey. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful spot. I mean, I would move up here because it is totally away from everybody. And I want to show you that DoorDash and their GPS lies. So, I'll know now not to take this one, but it's okay. I mean, seriously, it was a real beautiful drive, and I actually thought I was getting lost because when I was coming up through here, there were no houses. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where are they taking me to? Ain't that pretty? It's got ponds down there. Got ponds. I mean, it's real pretty. And, I mean, it's up in the mountains. And it's a beautiful ride. I saw chickens on the side of the road. And I was thinking, girlfriend, you better be getting on. You're going to get eaten by a wolf or something. Bear, wolf, whatever we got up in these Sasquatch mountains here. Actually, ours is called, what is ours called? It's not Bigfoot. It's a wood booger. We got wood boogers in Virginia, for those of you all who don't know. But we got wood boogers, and it's supposed to be like the same thing as a Bigfoot or Sasquatch or the Yeti or, you know. But yeah, I'm just going to take you on this little ride here, and hopefully I don't get eaten or abducted or... I mean, it's beautiful. It's a real beautiful drive. Now, see, we got houses, and I was thinking, well, there's probably houses all the way down through here. Yeah, no, this is the beginning of civilization out of that mountain. I mean, it was beautiful, too. And if y'all can see, there's a big rooster in the road down there. He's protecting his little hen. He's a pretty rooster. Oh, please don't. No, get over here. Don't get out in front of me. I don't want to hit you, Mr. Rooster. You're pretty, though. But just stay over there. Just stay over there. That looks like my car, but that's a Chevy. Mine's a Ford. But anyway, I want you to look how pretty it is through here. But is it a long haul, y'all? It's getting a little warm in the car. I don't want to turn the AC on because I don't want y'all to get, you know, that blowing noise. So I've been recording for 3 minutes and 38 seconds, and we are nowhere near being out of this. I mean, I'm going to show you the whole trip, y'all. The whole trip from the civilization until we get back to the hard top. Not being in civilization, and get back to the hard top to get onto the main highway. Okay, so I can't talk today. I've got a really bad sore throat again. I tested a negative for the Rovid. I call it the Rovid or the Rona because I don't want to get demonetized. But I mean, it's real pretty scenery here. I mean, it's beautiful. Which, you know, I do live in some of the most beautifulest mountains in Virginia. Sorry for the glare on the windshield, but the sun is shining. I'm just going to remember from now on to click the little house when I go to accept an order to see if it's at this address, and if it is, I'm not coming back, y'all. I mean, it's a pretty drive if you're out for a Sunday, you know, take a Sunday drive like old people do. I still do that every now and then. I'll get out on a Sunday and go driving through the hollers. And it was this one time, me and my old man, God bless his heart, he got his Jeep and he said, hey, let's go riding. And I said, sure. So we took off about 10 o'clock that morning. Oh, there's a big old crow back there. I wish I could have showed you him. He's huge. And look, somebody's planted a garden over there. But they had to put up a fence because deers eats their corn. But anyway, getting back to the Jeep. We left about 10 o'clock that morning. Went up to the mountains above our house. Rode all the way across. Oh, there's a squirrel. Drove all the way across the mountain. Ended up in some godforsaken little town. I mean, you couldn't even call it a town. I think it just had a gas station, and that's it. Just a gas station. So we stopped, filled up with fuel, and it took us almost 7 hours to get back home because we had no GPS. I mean, no cell signal. We were way up in the mountains. But that was the best time we ever had. 6 hours together, and we didn't fuss not one time. Of course, I was scared to say anything because I was afraid he'd put me out in no man's land and I wouldn't know my way back home. But anyway, because I got a really bad habit of telling him he's driving weird, or pull over and let me drive because you're scaring me. And, you know, I just, oh, there's a kitty. But, okay, so we're coming out of this little mountain range, and we're coming. We just on some back country roads, y'all. I ain't nowhere near. It took me 7 minutes to get from that guy's house down here. And I'm just going to show you. It's probably going to take me another 8 to 10 minutes to get back. That house right there, that was the most beautifulest house. Oh, if you go this way, you can go to Cave Springs, which is our recreational area. It's real beautiful. There's a big old spring that you can go. I don't know if you can go swimming in it now or not, but used to you could. Have y'all ever seen that movie Piranhas? That's what that place reminds me of. And when I was little, we used to come out here all the time. I told you how old I was. I was probably about 7, so I was about 30 some years ago. 37 years ago. We used to come out here swimming, and then that movie came out. And yeah, it was about 37 years ago, I believe. Oh my gosh, that person just sent me a text message, and I hope and pray to God they ain't nothing wrong, because I am not going back to the store, and I am not going back and taking it back to the mother to go shop. Oh, I see dogs running. But anyway, that was reminds me of Cave Springs. So now, oh shit, somebody's got a gun. Okay, I'm gonna put my phone down. Oh, I know who that guy was. When I first started working at the restaurant, he's got a gun. He's out shooting something. I hope he wasn't shooting them dogs. Where'd they go? Oh, they're beautiful dogs. Hey, sweetie, do you know whose dogs those were? Well, I thought them people were shooting at the dogs. I was going to say, get a hold of them and say that they're shooting at their dogs. They're Beautiful dogs. I was just curious. Anyway, I wouldn't have said nothing about it, but the guy that was out there shooting at them dogs, he is a... He used to be the kitchen manager at the restaurant when I first started working there, and he was such an arrogant Richard that it was unbelievable. He would come back there, and we had this one cook, and this one cook always took the fries out of the deep fryer and dumped them in a pan for the grease to run out of, and then he would salt them. Well, he would forget that pan. He'd always put it up on the shelf and forget it. Well, he done that one day, and the guy that was back there shooting at them dogs came back here and took his hand and flipped that pan off the shelf, and it hit this guy in the head. And I mean, I absolutely went off on him, and I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not working for you. You are a Frank Richard. Y'all don't know what a Frank Richard is. Y'all know what Richard is short for, and just put a Frank Richard on there, and you'll figure it out. But anyway, them dogs are beautiful, and I am a compassionate animal lover. I love dogs. I love cats. I even love the little opossums that runs around on the road that look like big old rats, but I don't want to see anything get killed, and I don't want them to get, so Frank Richard back there, he's not very good. He's not a good person. He has no personality, and he says he comes from Philly, and I'm like, I don't give a crap if he did come from Philadelphia. My daddy came from Philadelphia, and he's not that big of a... But anyway, this is what we always called Spooky Hollow. Now, for those of you who have followed my journey before, I came through here at night, and it is spooky at night, but God, is it beautiful during the day. Of course, we had a little rain shower, and we're on like a little country back road. I have been recording for 12 minutes and 35 seconds now, and I'm still not nowhere close to the highway yet. I think I got maybe about 2 or 3 more miles. Maybe not that long. Probably, yeah, I'm coming to the end of the holler now. So I can't remember where I was at until I saw this dump truck, and I thought, well, you're getting close. But that was my experience with a DoorDash lie on their GPS. Like I said, it had to be from the place to where the crows fly, because that was longer than 8 miles. But yeah, so I think I'm going to try to work 4 days a week, 5 to 6 hour shifts, just to see how my back holds up, because I'm really not for sure if my back is going to be able to hold up like it used to. And so I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out, if I'm going to be able to do it or not. And I'm going to set this right here for just a second, because my hands get tired and I'm looking for traffic. Roll the window down and get some air going. Okay, let's see. Let's head on out this way. So now we are on the 4 lane, and I'm going to show you where I picked this order up from. Sorry if you hear the wind. It's a little warm. Now my sinuses is going nuts. Get her in the road. Get her in the road, y'all. just thought about that. I didn't look to see if there was chips in that bag. See how my mind works? I'm sitting here going, no, I ain't worried about it, but now I'm worried about it because, I'd hate to have somebody to deliver something all that way and then all of it not be there. Lord, this has been the longest trip ever, y'all. I could have probably dumped in the biggest city next to where we live, which is Kingsport, Tennessee. We're halfway there anyway. I could at least made it to Gate City by this time. We got some pretty places in this town. Some pretty places. I love my mountains. God, I love my mountains. My mountains are just so beautiful. Especially this time of year when everything's so green and fresh and lovely and, it's just, I don't know, new beginnings is what my grandpa used to say. Spring is the time for new beginnings. You plant the seeds to grow your garden. Lordy have mercy, guys. I've been on this for almost 17 and a half minutes. And I'm still a little bit out from where I picked this order up from, which is crazy. There's a beautiful church over there. We got some pretty churches in this area. Oh, Lord. Here we go. We're coming up into town limits. And I'll stop this video when I get to the place where I picked that order up. This has been a doozy of a drive. I mean, seriously, it has really been a doozy of a drive. We've got our car wash over there. The gas station, back behind the gas station is the local funeral home. We got KFC, which is closed because it's being remodeled. Hopefully all the cops are not out. This up here on that hill is the year that the tornado come through. It ripped out that is a new double wide that's sitting there. There was like 3 houses on that hill that got demolished. And you wouldn't think we would get tornadoes in a mountain area, but buddy, we did. It came through and I mean it totally wiped out a lot. Busted up trees. Over there you will see the museum. Over there is our museum. The library is right there. We still have a library. And on down here is where I picked up the order. And I will show you what the building. That's another church. That's a Baptist church. Then we have our town municipal complex, as they call it. And then over here on my left, where the red tarps or the red umbrellas are, is where I picked up that order at. Here is the historic downtown Big Stone Gap. That's the old Westmoreland building. That's Kirkland's. We have Radio Shack, LJ Horton's, Red Flower. Over here is our federal building, which used to be the post office, which is not going to be the post office anymore. Big Cherry Brewing, little thrift stores and stuff like that. So guys, I'm going to jump off here now since we've been on here for 20 minutes. Bye, guys.